episode of Hobby Hangout. I'm your host, Jake.
And I'm Dom.
And we have another exciting adventure for you today. Emphasis on adventure. Do you have any idea what we're doing?
I kind of have an idea, but why don't you tell the audience what we're doing?
Well, the audience already knows because you see the thumbnail and the title and I guess the description if you're savvy enough to read it. We're doing geocaching.
So, I don't know the core principle of it, but I've heard little bits and pieces.
Well, at the basis, I didn't lie whenever I said adventure earlier, because essentially it's an adventure. It's almost like a scavenger hunt, being a pirate, exploration, and everything. You get to learn about your area too, honestly.
So it's like pretty much taking your imagination to like the real life, right?
I mean, yeah. So, let's get started.
Alright, let's get to it.
So as we've found out, my co-host over here has heard of it before, but he doesn't really know the ins and outs of it. It's essentially, exactly like I said earlier, like a pirate hunt. Really, it's being a pirate.
Arg!
Arr, right? Just like that leaf was, it's pretty much a surprising adventure. You never know what you're going to find, and you never know who you're going to meet.
Yeah, it's like kind of like starting from scratch, right?
Well, not really starting from scratch. It's not like I'm removing all your clothing and just dropping you in the middle of nowhere and hopefully you find a treasure somewhere. No. It's actually more or less just using a GPS to locate specific areas. And those areas happen to have hidden treasures somewhere. Doesn't that sound exciting?
It sounds good. You just have to be in the mood for it, I think.
Yeah, you have to be in the mood for it. You have to also be prepared for it too, because it's the wilderness. The wilderness can be a scary place if you let it be. Yeah. But hopefully, if you listen to us, or at least me anyway, you'll be prepared enough to try it out on your own accord.
Yep, that's right.
So, to paraphrase the dictionary definition, geocaching is essentially, as I said, a GPS-based event where you explore different areas, some easy, some hard, just to find different little storage containers that have a plethora of goodies, right?
Just, literally could just be anything, right?
It could pretty much be anything as long as it's not like, hardcore, I mean,
Yep.
there are some trolls out there who probably would put some,
Very interesting things, let's just...
interesting things such as needles and, well, other explicitives. Ideally, though, it's going to be little goodies like bouncy balls, maybe some pens, stickers,
Plushes.
some plushes, various things, like a pen. But a pen is also needed, and a logbook, too, if you're doing it the old-fashioned way, from you. Although we do have a digital ant now, which you can log things digitally too, as long as you have an official geocaching account. But if you don't want to do it the electronic way, you can always do it with paper and just sign saying you were here, or whatever.
Just an old-fashioned notebook, right?
A notebook is honestly what you really need if you want to do it the old-fashioned way, but we definitely won't be doing it the old-fashioned way. Not really. So, to get a little bit of the history out there, geocaching started in the humble beginning of all time in the universe, 2000.
Like Y2K, right? So when everybody was freaking out about the computers just go...
Yeah, of course somebody invents a nice little game that requires an internet connection. Well, not really. It doesn't need an internet connection per se, but to kind of log things, you kind of... So, it did. Figure somebody would do something with the internet in the humble beginning years of 2000, right?
I mean, I didn't think it would start necessarily in 2000, but it's still pretty cool.
Is it older than you, or is it younger than you?
It's actually the same age as me.
Well, I didn't find the official start date of it.
But this is older than you just a little bit, right?
Yes, it's 1 year older than me, pretty much. The humble year of 2000 is when this hobby started, and it was kind of, not that popular at first, because honestly, it was just started by a professor named Dave. A professor who was just pretty much like, I'm going to use this new technology to make some treasure hunts.
Was like Dave some kind of pirate or something? Like the old Captain Crunch man?
Or you can maybe call him that, right? But probably not. But he had like a little bit of a background in military endeavors, let's just call them. He had an understanding of how maps and topography were to happen, so he just made a little bit of a hidden treasure game, which, since it wasn't that popular at the time, took kind of 1-2 years to have somebody interested in it. Which, unfortunately, some hobbies are like that. Sometimes it just doesn't catch on until it does.
I guess kind of like holomography. I mean, it's been around, but in recent years it's becoming popular.
And maybe like lomography, maybe it just didn't have a name until somebody was like, let's do something now.
Yep.
That wasn't the case with geocaching, though. I was going to say geography, which plays a part in this, honestly. Geo being the Latin root for rock and, like, the land,
Yeah, that's right. I don't know. I've not really done this before. Why? I'd like to be doing this at some point.
I mean, I've done it for, like, maybe a week, so, I mean, that's the only reason why I'm hosting this episode. I just, have a week on you, I guess, with this.
Alright.
That's more or less the basis of it. Now, let's see. The first person to have hidden one was our main man, Dave. And, like I said, it took a year or two to actually get found, because for a while it was just a weird thing that was kind of posted in an underground forum somewhere. It wasn't necessarily impopular, if that's even a word.
It just wasn't known, really.
It just wasn't dealt with. Maybe the people who were interested were just from a different part of the country, or a different part of the world.
So it's like, I don't know, it's one of those things where, I wouldn't say, nobody just cared about it, but they just didn't really discover it. It was just this one guy who discovered it, and then, well, at least thought of it, but then now everybody's interested.
So, on this forum, Dave, our main man Dave, actually put the coordinates roughly from Bear Creek, Oregon, in that public forum. This underground public forum, though, which wasn't really the most popular thing at the time. Unfortunately, the original geocache does not exist anymore. However, there is a little bit of a monument right there. Not anything big, but like maybe like a wooden post with like a rock or something. That's like, this is where the first one was.
I guess you could say it laid the blueprint to new modern iterations of it, right?
I mean, yeah. But, of course, at the start we said it wasn't really the most popular, but once the pin dropped, the pin dropped. I say pin cleverly because you can pin a map.
That's right.
Now, geocaching definitely uses the GPS system. Of course, you could use your phone and a map if you just have coordinates written down on a piece of paper, like back in the day.
I mean, hey, who knows if most gas stations now still carry maps.
Maybe it does, but you know what? The main man, G to the O to the O-G-L-E, certainly certainly has maps, right?
Yep, that's right.
Not to mention B-I-N-G, right? I think they have a map too.
Yeah, every...
Who uses them?
Some of those geeks do.
But regardless, you can find maps all over the place. Whether they're outdated or up to date, they would help you complete a geocache. Now, let's get into how it actually starts. What equipment you would need, and what you would need to know. So the equipment you would essentially need would be comfortable clothing that you could go out in, depending on whether it's cold or hot. Comfortable stuff. You probably do well with some gloves. You need a device with a GPS connection, internet connection, satellite range, stuff like that. Waters and refreshments if you want to. You'd need some items like the following: maybe some toys, little tiny dollar store stuff, and and maybe like a pen and paper if the cache doesn't already have one. But other than that, really, that's really it.
Well, the only question I have is, what about the other side of the coin here? So,
yeah, on the other side of the coin, there is making them, because these treasures don't exist unless if somebody makes them and hides them, right?
Someone's got to do it, right?
Someone's got to do it, so why can't it be you, right?
So, what stuff could you say as an example?
Stuff I could say as an example, like, the sky's really the limit, honestly, but like old cases like this, there's, old bullet casings, inactive, obviously, there are wooden crate ones, there are plastic tube ones, PVC pipe, the list goes on and on, but like usually one thing that is definitely a need is usually there's always a log in there, and I don't mean wooden logs.
I figured that.
Although you could get a fake log and disguise it, that certainly exists, like little camouflaged caches is what they call them. But for some of the bigger things, you could have, little fun trinkets inside for people to find and trade around. Ideally, they don't just take it and pocket it without dropping something in there as well, but most cases, they would have at least a piece of paper for somebody to write, "Hey, I found it. The username was here," right? Stuff like that. But really, with containers, though, the sky is definitely the limit.
Sky is definitely the limit, right?
Yeah.
Huh. So, if I can guess this correctly, you can find stuff in the sky?
Well, maybe not directly in the sky, but I wouldn't put it past these creative puzzle masters. The people who are hiding them, they could be up around, probably dangling off of like a rope or something, if it's a really hard one to manage. But really, yeah, as long as it's able to be, found by a general population, whether you're a young person or an old person into the hobby, usually it'll be permitted. Alright. Of course, when you're making one, it sometimes isn't going to be permitted because maybe you put it in the middle of a volcano that's active, right? Like, if you put it in an active volcano, they're probably going to say, we're not going to accept that one. But all other things are pretty much not off limits. There are some that, unless if you have like a kayak, you can't get. There's some that like are masterful for a reason because it's really hidden. You have to jump through all these hurdles and all these brambles and prickers, right?
Yeah.
And you'll get covered in leaves sometimes too, like the one from earlier.
Yeah. Hey, that could be an item, right?
It can be, but honestly, I wouldn't say, because
not much value to it.
Not because of that. I mean, because most of the treasures and goodies are dollar store things. Not necessarily the value, it's that it degrade and will just disappear rather quickly. So you would find, bouncy balls, dice, stickers.
I wouldn't say you put like food grade material in there, right?
I would say against that, but I mean, if it's in a popular area with a lot of geocachers looking after it, I suppose there's no problem with it. Just, I wouldn't recommend it for least populated areas in case it attracts all the unwanted things, right? But no, essentially you could use any item as long as it has a piece of paper in it for somebody to log. And it is obviously, if you hide one, you gotta log it. You gotta submit it into the official geocaching website for them to know of its existence. It's one thing to, you know, put a box in the woods somewhere, and another to log it so that other people can find it. Because nobody's finding something unless they know where to look, right?
Yeah. Well, don't you say we should get started?
I think we can get started. So, I guess the next thing you'll see is, do you want to find them first or do you want to craft them first?
Let's find some first.
We'll find some first. We'll take you with us.
Alright.
We find ourselves here at a local park. Over here to do some geocaching. Of course, as I said, there are hidden treasures around everywhere. So, we're going to find a few.
Well, let's get to it, please. Yeah.
Let's get to it. Now, the first one, of course, I have to whip out my GPS or phone. And I'm going to tap on the one that is the closest.
Here I got my notes. There.
The one that is the closest, let me click on this one and navigate to this one. So, I'll navigate and you follow along with the camera because we have to kind of leave this spot.
Yeah. Alright.
So, next you'll see, he'll be controlling you.
That's right.
So, I click on this one, the one that's closest, and navigate. So,
Let's get to it.
let's get over here, because it's over here. There's a hair in my mouth. So we are getting closer. And I don't know if the camera can see this, but Dom definitely can. That is the road, and it is before the road, so we're not going to cross the street.
Yeah, we're not going to cross the... And watch
We will
out.
cross the sea, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like coffee on the ground, but I wouldn't drink that.
A whole new meaning to the coffee grounds, right?
Yeah. Well, this isn't the kind of coffee you'd want to drink, though.
Recentering. Okay. Marching on a little bit more. We are in the circle. So, as the camera, do you want to try to find it, or do you want to look at me finding it?
We're gonna, well, for the purpose of this, we're gonna have you find it.
We'll find it. So, we are in the epicenter right here. It says search for memory lane. However, the phone is directed that way, so I am thinking it's on the sign or one of the trees that's right there.
Okay.
Don't know if the camera's able to pick that up. Might be a little too big.
I can at least look at it, but the camera's...
But you see that the arrow is pretty much pointed directly there, right?
That's correct.
So it's also worth noting that a lot of situations, a lot of times the pinpoint isn't going to be perfectly accurate because the point of it is to explore around a little bit.
Yeah.
So, although it looks like I went past it, I might not have. Of course, this could be a geocache from a long time ago that hasn't been like deactivated, and it could literally be there, but not anymore. So, we're going to look at just different areas and just see different cracks. I promise I have not found this one before, so I don't know if it's here or not, and it looks like it's not. Which makes me believe that we might be dealing with some tricky stuff.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Evergreen is always a great place to hide them because they're evergreen. Of course, sometimes you will find out details, hint, and logs. I'm just gonna say I can't find it because, well, it wasn't in the first place I looked. So I'm gonna hit on hint. Camo container.
Camo
is the
container.
So we are looking for a container that is camouflaged in with the surroundings. This gives a good vantage point of under the tree. Here's something important to note.
What's that?
This one is from Geocrafter, or Geocrator rather, on November 23rd of this year.
So
A few days ago, this week. And it's notifying Marine 73, the person who supposedly hid this. This is a courtesy message to let you know that your cache may be missing. May I ask you, the cache owner, to confirm this cache remains in place and available to be found. Please post a note here on the cache page, not an email, to let us know that you are still active and maintained. The next one, didn't find it. Next one, searched whole tree and came up empty. Next one, no go. But then this one, on the 18th of July of this year, says they found it. So, I'm going to assume that this one is a no-go because, well, you could kind of see, based off of the history. I was checking the knot hole, some people hide them in there. You can kind of tell based off of the history that sometimes you just can't find it. And it just might be missing. And I think if it wasn't on this sign, it would have been in that tree, and I cannot find it.
yeah.
So, good luck. You're the one finding the next one.
Okay. Oh boy.
So I'm going to hit can't find it. Log didn't find it. And I'll just do a vague post like I believe the others are right. This one has been moved. Question mark. Post. I want to choose my own, so we have a next one.
Okay.
The next one, I will point to the next closest one. And now I'm on the other side. So,
Okay. So
tell me what you do.
I'm gonna be doing what essentially Jake here has done. I don't know if the camera picks it up.
Barely.
Placed by God knows who this is on May 11th, 2021. So who knows if this thing is even still here.
Not too long ago. So, navigate.
Okay. Oh, so we gotta go in the woods.
We gotta go in the woods. I wanted to take this one. I took this one because, well, let's face it, it was the closest one to where we started. Our humble beginnings at that rock.
So, okay, so this, I don't even know if this thing is like sun faded or done, what happened, water damage. There's no way that this thing could still survive. What about this?
So I will say, in the spirit of the hunt, do not hit hint unless if you actually need it.
I don't even know what the hint button is, so.
Well, good.
It's a blessing in disguise, right?
Right on. We got a little bit of a journey here, so I'm going to assume that we're probably not going to make it to the cache location before this camera runs out.
Yeah, it doesn't. The thing is, like, people are gonna just want to watch me walk in.
Yeah, we're just walking. We're walking here.
But hey, you know what? While we are on this journey, we can always just talk about certain things too.
And forgive me, I'm usually better at filming things, except this is downhill and rocky. So,
As long as your filming isn't downhill.
we're shaky a little bit, but we're doing something, okay?
Oh,
I almost fell because I was looking at the camera.
okay, so I think we're
think I know where. I know where we're going. We just gotta go past these trees and then take it right. Yeah, something like that, probably. Of course, I can't see my phone screen to tell you if you're right or wrong. It's a lot of trust I'm putting you in. You're also speeding up, like, considerably. I'm gonna lose you in 2 minutes. So for the sake of this, we're gonna be walking for a long time. I mean, it's also in the spirit of the hunt, if you're in this area, to also kind of find it yourself. So you know what? I'm going to see you later whenever we're actually closer to the destination, okay? Okay, yep. Do you have any inkling of why I'm trading back?
Because really, like, because look at this area. It's just nothing but woods. Nothing but woods?
Well, tell me where the thing is pointing.
It's telling me it's over here, but we saw over here there was some stuff, but
well,
it could just be trash.
So, if you follow me, is it over here?
It wouldn't be. It would be like more so.
Or is it right here?
Right? Oh, then this person's lying.
Well, no, you didn't hear me though.
It's right there.
No, the pinpoint is never accurate. It tells you general location. It doesn't tell you because the point is you explore.
Look at that.
And I found it.
Check that out.
I found it right there. Little sack dangling on the tree branch.
Prescription. Looks like a prescription.
And sometimes that's what it is, but it's in a sack that's being dangled. Of course,
I can finally say I found it.
We could definitely say that. Let me put this down. Well, technically, I found the one that you were supposed to be finding, but you know what? This is kind of a collaborative team effort. So, there's nothing better than to open the sack up.
Oh boy, I'm just gonna click I found it.
And this is what it looks like. It's seen some better days.
Okay.
But it is a pill bottle.
And what's in the pill bottle?
Hold this up. What if the geocache is like over there and this was just someone's drug stash? It's just a log and a hairband. Wow. Look at that! A hairband and a log. Did you bring a pen?
No, but I have my phone.
When I told you prepare goodies and a pen, I meant goodies and a pen. Because this isn't a pen. There's no pen in this.
Hold on.
So what we're gonna do is hold you. So now you get it in your hands, and I'll take you. We found it with a few brambles in our. We found it with a few brambles.
Oh boy, there's a spider in there.
So, it's just a spider. Maybe that was someone's treasure. So, in the spirit of this, usually, some little goodies can be put inside. Now, I don't think any of my goodies would really fit in the carabiner. The thing. So keep it open. Come on. We're not only here to find.
We're here to log in stuff too, right?
Well, we're also here to drop off goodies. So screw that back up.
Oh, for the what about this?
Oh yeah, we unfortunately cannot write our name on any of these, which
That was my wrongdoing.
yeah. I mean, it's both of our wrongdoing because I also meant to bring a pen, and of course, guess what? We do have pens in the car,
So,
but they weren't brought because I just didn't think about. Yeah, we'll bring that too. But I still have basketball on the brain. Be sure to close the drawstring. That's down. That's opening it. So you leave it mostly how you found it. Now, let's take you to another one. Or another 2 or 3.
another one, I guess.
Yeah, let's do some more. We'll catch you on the actual path though, because you don't need to see us leaving this place. That was a little bit of a journey to get there and to get back. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, but even my watch agrees.
Alright. Probably telling you that you were off the beaten path, which is going to happen with a lot of these, right? Now, I have to ask you, even though you technically didn't find it, I did, how did that go?
It went pretty well, despite, you know, me getting pricked.
I got pricked too.
But
But no,
it's not something we do every single day.
You want to do another one?
We can knock one more down if we can.
I'm going to click on this. This is a mystery cache. Read the cache description, as you might need to solve a puzzle or bring a special tool to reveal the next or final waypoint. Most often, the final container is not at the posted coordinates. Actually, that's an upgrade thing, so I cannot do it, because I'm not VIP.
Oh boy.
Next closest one is called Remembering Bernie.
Remembering Bernie.
Remembering Bernie. The description of this one. This cache is placed to honor a friend's father and grandfather who visited to Nova Scotia. He is no longer with us. So respect with doing this one. We're doing this because
We gotta do this.
because it's for Bernie, man.
Bernie.
Bernie. So navigate. We got a bit to go. So most of it's gonna be just flat land. So I mean, if you wanted to stop recording, you could. But if you wanted to just like
I think I'll stop it when we get to
like the tree area.
Yep. So
Yeah.
but yeah.
There. Now we could have because you see this right here is 0.2 miles away, which it's not too much. Like we're gonna find it hopefully within an hour, but like you know, it's not that one, which we only needed to do 15 minutes of walk.
You know what? This is kind of the exercise I'll be getting today too.
Yeah,
For sure. But,
it is 11:45 as well. So
yeah. So okay, we'll stop here.
we're doing fine. We're doing fine with time.
Yeah. I think we'll cut to where we actually get closer. So
Yeah, when we get close.
see you guys there. Okay, guys.
Well, you want to do one more and hopefully we could find it?
Let's try to find one more in there.
Or maybe we'll take you on a journey for 2 of them and one of them we find. We're finding one more anyway.
We'll try to find one more.
So, I put that other one as a frowny face.
Okay.
We did not find it.
Well, yeah, we'll see you guys when we get close to the destination.
So, remembering Bernie, we of course could not find that one being over there. Supposedly, we're gonna have to take 2 bits in order to find travel to Stenner Farm Park home. Wait. More brambles, yay!
Oh boy. Can't wait to go through this again.
Yeah, at least you have a tripod to protect yourself with.
I guess, sure. Ooh, it's a, yeah, beer bottle.
But, you fine?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's crazy with the bag. You want me to take the bag now?
Oh no, it ripped my pants. Hey,
I
SpongeBob.
told you to be prepared. It was definitely the hardest one that we are doing today, even though it might be an easy one to do. It's a hard one to execute. It is 252 feet that way, supposedly. Now, I don't want this to be another burning experience. Let's still go over here. So, we're going to find it.
We gotta find it.
178. In the distance, do you see houses? Or is that just more trees?
Looks like it's just more trees.
Oh my god. We are out here. We are going to the rock wall.
We'll see it when we get there.
We spent, what was that, 10?
10 minutes at
10
least.
minutes hiking through just random woods, right? And, well, it's a good thing we didn't get seriously injured. This GPS has given me the ability to use a hint, which means we're pretty much on top of it. Hopefully. So, it's a small one. Could be this circle, so help me find it.
Okay, so. Oh, goodness gracious.
So, I would assume from where this is pointing, it should be here. This zone. Off my head you go. Of course, it also says 11 now, but
It doesn't mean it's that
it's not
exact.
gonna be super precise. And you know what? Our journey over here, because it took us a lot to get here. It says 3 feet. It says I'm pretty much on top of it. So, hint,
Sure.
in a crotch of a tree a few feet off the trail. There was a trail.
What trail? You mean the trail that we never been on? Oh,
There.
maybe.
I'm not talking about a trail, I'm talking about
That the crotch of a tree, it said.
yeah.
I'm coming. Could be. It might be in there.
You want to record that?
I think we might have found a gem.
Is it recording?
It's recording. Oh, Jesus Christ. But, oh, I see. Yep, I can zoom in. I see it. Let me focus it a little bit.
So, thing in the middle of a crotch, which, and guess what? We're itching that crotch. Actually, I got thick arms.
Do you suppose you need me to do it?
I got it.
Oh, look at that.
It's a camouflage type of thing. So, this one, I'm putting this somewhere.
Oh,
We can't write it, of course. We don't have a pen. But there's some goodies in this one. I dropped one of mine in the other one. Do you want to take one of your goodies? if
Sure,
it
I'll
will
put
fit?
something in there.
If it will fit.
Ooh.
Oh, we found another one.
Hooray. Let me just put this down.
There we go. You got a little pushy poppy.
Yeah, so
We dropped it in. We're not doing a trade.
looks like we
We're
found.
just dropping it where it was.
So yeah, looks like we found it. Looks like
We found
we found it some things.
Trail of Stanger Park Orange, I think is what it was called.
Yeah. Well,
In a log. Found it. It was a journey getting here, but
Regardless,
we got it.
we did it.
Nice hide.
Now,
Nice hide, if I wanted to correct the...
it looks like the battery indicator's flashing too. So this is actually a good place to wrap up.
So, honestly, just take it away, future us. Now is the moment that at least I've been waiting for. This is the moment where we actually make one. So,
Alright,
let's just get to it.
let's just do it.
So, let's see. To cue you guys in, I asked him to supply some supplies, for lack of better words.
And
He
then-
brought a roll of duct tape, which I did ask for. A nice silvery gray one. And he also supplied other things. However, we decided not to mention them. But this is your roll.
Alright.
This is my roll. Hey, black's not always bigger, right?
Yeah, right. Neither's gray.
That might be cut out because it's a dick joke. But regardless,
This is why we're doing flash photography.
no. And then I supplied, well, the rest of it. Long time ago, I was gifted a barrel of cheese balls for Christmas because I didn't ask for really anything. And they're like, ah, you like cheese balls, so we'll wrap up a cheese ball. There was a bow on this a year or two ago. But, as you see, big old bucket. It's not the same sizes as the ones we previously found with you. I mean, right? It's considerably bigger than the, let's see, prescription bottle, the little tiny micro one that can only fit like 3 Tic Tacs.
I don't like that one.
And it's not the water bottle. That was like easy to find because we were on the track, right? And I was like, oh, I found it. The last one we found, right? The big bucket is the one that we're going to hide. And, well, it can't just be clear like this. I mean, I guess it could, but like,
I mean,
where's the pizzazz? So we're gonna add some pizzazz.
doing this.
I'm doing this. So, the goodies and trinkets from before are here, but I also added some more. You'll notice, at least you will notice, that this has some rainbow bits on it. I used this earlier to store some crayons, which has some waxy crayons in it. So if you open this, it'll probably smell like waxy crayons. Important to note, I also added some pens down there and a little logbook sort of thing. I don't know how long we're going to keep this out there, or I don't know how long it will last, because I mean, winter is coming up. It might get blown away,
Right.
depending on where we put it, you know. So, let's wrap this guy up.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking kind of stripey, unless if you think otherwise. Do you want to do vertical? Do you want to do horizontal, or maybe diagonal? That could be cool.
That one makes it interesting.
That'll be interesting. You want to just try it?
Yeah.
Let's do some diagonal shits. Let's do some diagonal stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're family friendly. We're not gonna swear.
Yeah.
So, take a piece off.
Oh, that's if I can even get it.
You want me to start?
I did cut my nails not long ago. Okay.
First one's coming on.
Okay, now we're cooking with gas here.
they're not all going to be perfect. You want to see so far, it's just going to be this, but throughout the whole way. So you know what?
It's time for my next.
Alright. Follow the line. Follow the line. Follow the line. It's not perfect.
Just about.
It's actually not done yet.
Actually, you got that little piece right there.
A little tiny sliver. Little tiny sliver. You probably can't even see it from there.
Probably not, but just see us goofballs.
So I actually have an idea to kind of bring it all together.
What's that?
Taking the last bit of this,
You're gonna wrap it up.
wrap the bottom. I think this will. I'll do the arms.
Yeah, I got the arms up. I got it. You can trust me.
You know what? We'll do it over here so that they can see your blunders.
Hey, it's not perfect, but it's doable.
Hopefully. We are then going to do this type of action to support. This stuff we probably need more, honestly. Okay, well,
Let's see. We'll see.
actually, maybe it will be. Yeah, maybe. Pretty much there. Look, it kind of started like somewhere around this zone.
Hey, you know,
And it finished at like this zone. So we have a little thing around it, and
and now it might be something. We're gonna hide it somewhere.
this I would say is done.
Hey, nobody wants no peeking.
So
That's how.
we're not going to show you where we hide it, and we're not going to show you the registering of the placement because, well, if we show you registering it, it'll probably show you where it is. So this is what it's going to look like, just with different goodies in it. So let's hide it and get back to the shed.
All right, so let's do that.
Now the next step is actually registering the geocache that you built. Now, you're going to need a little bit of information, and that would be, knowing the longitude and latitude. You would need to know how big your thing is, right? In this case, it was going to be a large one, right? But other people can have micros, other people can have extra larges, right? Just kind of depends on how big your cache is. But to register it, you'll basically be needing access to the website. Now, come here if you would. And I will take you through the process. Now, it's going to welcome you back, right? And we already hid one, so we're going to take you through the second one that we will be hiding. So hide one. Now it's going to give you certain options, like you go, search by address, city, or zip code. And if you already know your hiding spot, in this case, we don't know where we're going to hide this one, so we'll just search by city or by address or something. Let's do Central Park, right?
Right.
New York Central Park. Somewhere like that.
Just somewhere there, right?
So we're going to do a traditional. We are going to be doing... Let's change it up a little bit. Let's do south. Location far from heart. Continue anyway. Let's hide it in the middle of the ocean.
Hey, buried. Hey, if you're a scuba diver, hey, somebody could do this. Not impossible.
Sure, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Do it right in the middle of the ocean.
Alright, let's think of a name.
Water,
Oceanic
discoveries.
Sure. Let's see. Country.
There's
This one. Oh, Suriname. There you go.
oh, sure. Let's just do that.
Suriname, yay. Describe the experience. Take a dip.
Take a dip and find out.
Take a dip. Don't slip.
Take a dip. Don't slip. Whoops.
I can't hear your lip. Sure.
Don't slip. Then, hey.
No.
Meanwhile, while you're in the water, why not take a sip? Oh, oops! It's salt. But make sure you don't.
I've read the rules. Continue. It's gonna be.
Very difficult.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be a micro one, just in the middle of. It's gonna be very hard. It's gonna be slightly less hard terrain. Attributes. We're gonna choose this one, and this one. Save a preview. So it has not been submitted yet. You need to do, all of this stuff. Additional waypoints, all that stuff. It gives you a, interactive map that you're able to, kind of search the area and just see what else is around. Which, to be fair, is not a lot. It's in the middle of the Indian Ocean. So now that we have it over here, again, this is just more of an example version. We have the owner, we have whatever difficulty and terrain that we think it's going to be. We have the approximate cache location. We have, that it's going to be a micro, very tiny one, right? And the attributes are going to be there's dining nearby, there's
Nothing.
wireless receiver required, and it's part of a trail.
The only dining you'll probably be getting at best is like a fish that's just swimming nearby and you're hungry.
And it is not in Suriname.
So far from us, huh?
But, this is just an example of it. So, description, take a dip, don't slip. I don't want to hear your lip.
Hey, meanwhile you're in the water, take a sip.
So now the only other thing to do would be to submit this guy. So, let's do that. And follow the instructions on screen. And you have hidden a cache.
There we go. Easy as pie.
Cache me outside, how about that? Yeah,
There we go.
but no, pretty easy. I mean, most of the people probably don't hide their own cache, but if you wanted to, the option is still there. Now, of course, the moderator will have to, check things off and say whether you can do it here, whether you have the right permission, whether you have all that jazz, but
Hey, it's up.
just do it. Yeah,
Do it while the shirt's saying just do it.
just do it, yeah. So,
Alright, next thing you'll probably be seeing is
something.
just something.
Something.
Just something. Alright.
So yeah, that's how I register.
There you go.
And we're back in the set. We just got back from hiding. Bush is big to beach. I thought you were gonna say it with me.
Well, As you know, Bush is baked beach, right?
Bush is baked beach, which is kind of a tongue twister, but it sounds like Bush is baked beach. We should have hit it in a bean container.
Well, unless you have the shrink ray to shrink any of our items.
Maybe. But you know what? I did want it to be a bigger thing as it was anyway. But you've seen us making it. You've seen us registering it, kind of. We just didn't want to show you exactly where it was going to be.
No.
You have somewhat of an idea, I guess.
Yeah, you didn't see us also, like, going scavenger hunting around our houses.
Right, for the goodies and stuff inside of it, right?
Because nobody really wants to watch just somebody going,
Well, maybe they do. Who knows? Maybe they do.
maybe. But regardless,
This
though.
drawer right here, this bouncy ball is perfect. Regardless, though, I definitely had fun with not only building, but also trying to find others in the real world, too. I have done more since the recording, and I mean, they're pretty fun, too, I was actually able to find some on my own instead of marching around a set of woods. 2 of them we just couldn't, well, 3 of them technically, but that first one wasn't even in the woods, right? It was just next to the road, which is probably why it got taken out or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a fun time the whole way. Sure, in the video we were both frustrated and tired that we couldn't find a few of them, but it was still fun.
It was fun.
It's so funny though, we spent all that time walking in the middle of woods to find out that it ends next to a frickin' path. A hiking trail. We could have just taken the trail and veered off a little bit to find all of these. Instead, we were like, come on, we gotta march through the woods. And all the frickin'
Oh, God. Yeah, and then this wasn't shown on camera, but one of my the sweatpants I had on had a little bit of rip on them now.
Well, a little bit, but hey, at least we both didn't get cut, right?
At least I didn't get severely injured.
We got only a few pricks and a little bit of scrapes, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess the first thing to ask would be, would you ever do this type of thing again on your own?
On my own, that's a different story, but doing it with somebody else, it's fun. It's
Oh,
more fun
God.
than doing it with other people.
Essentially, it's just hiking, but with treasure finding. It really is.
I don't know.
Right?
I mean, I could do this on my own, but it wouldn't be as fun as doing it with, like, a pal.
I mean, would you ever hide things on your own and like register?
Hey, you know what? If it replaces donating stuff to a thrift store, then sure, I can do that.
I mean, if you don't want to see something ever again, or if you think someone else can.
I think, in that sense, I would like to hide things.
And plus, I mean, you could always. You don't have to register your own cache. You could always just find one that your treasures can fit in.
That's true.
And you can just be like, you have my deck of cards now.
Yep, there's truth to that, but
No, I definitely would do it again, and I have done it since the recording of all of that. And I had a fun time doing it then too. I mean,
in the moment, it was definitely fun. Good looking around.
My favorite memory though from that, other than the finding out a trail was right there the whole time, my favorite part was like I was able to find something, so I took the camera and I'm like, okay, Dom, where is it? I'm looking at it behind the scenes, and you're still like, I don't know where it is. And it's like,
right
I take the camera and I'm like, are you sure? And then you're like, I don't know.
Hey, but then, hey, at least I found it. I found it.
Yeah, after a bit of pushing and poking, I'm like,
oh, there it is. Or, hey kids, can you help me find the thing that's right in front of me?
you're just being Dom the Explorer, huh?
Right.
But no,
So,
what was your favorite memory doing this?
how about trying to find the thing that we couldn't find, whatever was in that part?
The in memoriam one?
That one. But this is not to disrespect whoever.
Not to
But-
disrespect anything.
But just because we were trying to look for it, it's like, where is it? Even though it's probably there in front of us. But
It's literally probably the same thing as the time when I found it and you were still looking. I'm like,
so at that end of the day, we cannot find.
yeah. At the end of the day, of course, not to, disparage anything. We just couldn't find a few of them, which happens.
It happens often, more often than you think.
Oh, it definitely does. Especially if you don't know where you're looking. You might be a beginner and you're just not, sure if that's a, bear trap or an actual geocache. Or maybe it's both. So you stick your hand in there, lose your hand, but you found the cache.
Hey, that's one way to honor the fact that you found something, right?
Yeah. They found a lawsuit. Actually, they probably can't even do a lawsuit. That's honestly something where it's like probably at your own risk. Whatever.
But luckily we don't have bears around here.
We have bear traps, we definitely do.
Unless it's the teddy bear that you see.
Or that you stuffed in a treasure box and registered it on geocache.com.
That's right. Go to geocache.com.
But no, hopefully everyone watching who might experience geocaching in the future might find out. It might be interesting to kind of see like how far some of these treasures could go, but none of them are actually trackables though. All of them are just things that we just put in here, So maybe we'll hear about our bouncy balls heading to Oregon.
Maybe not, but regardless.
Nonetheless, it was a harrowing experience. We nearly lost our pants, right? But no, I guess there's only one thing left, and that's to thank all of you for watching another episode of Hobby Hangout. This has been Dom.
And this has been Jake.
Together, we are two lunatics doing something in the shed with a frickin' tarp as a background.
And probably soon we'll be chroma keying ourselves.
There might be. Well, without further ado, thanks for watching. Have a great one, everyone.
See you later.
And there you have it. The bumbling buffoons went bushwhacking through the woods. Because why follow a trail when you can make your own path? Both caches were barely 2 feet off the trail, but our hosts preferred the scenic detour. On the bright side, they created and registered their very own cache, charmingly named Bush's Baked Beach. That's some dedication. Be sure to tune in next time on Hobby Hangout. Farewell.